The 2-0 to Marihildo, swung on deep into center field. Janbrand's going back at the wall. It's gone! 3-run shot, walk-off home run for Omar Marihildo and the Wilmington Blue Rocks.
But very good.
Pratt rips that one into left field, and that ball is not coming back. So home run for Andrew Pratt, and the Blue Rocks now lead it 2-0. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So another strikeout for Evan Lee. That's going to be another Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield strikeout. Number 4 here, only through 2 in the 3rd inning. Evan Lee is not wasting any time getting to work. Upshaw hits that ball well, and that is no doubt crushed into the Wilmington Blue Rocks bullpen. And Blue Rocks are going to take the lead 2-1 on a home run there from Armand Upshaw. 2-2, swing and a miss. It was the breaking ball once again. Strikeout number 5, and that's going to be the 5th Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield strikeout to start this afternoon. And now the tying run in Jalen Palmer stands at second. The winning run at the plate, Mauricio. That one hit out to center field. Upshaw underneath it to make the catch and put this one away. So the Blue Rocks, they made it interesting there at the end, but they get the win nonetheless, 5-4 here in Wilmington. As that one's hit out to left field, that ball's going to get down and to the wall. Connell heads around third. He's going to score. So is Antuna. And he'll get there standing, and that's going to be a stand-up 2 RBI double for Jacob Reinsmith. That one sent down the first base line. It's going to be fair. And 2 runners will come home and score. Upshaw will stand up at second. So what a huge at-bat from Upshaw as he brings home Marihildo and Millis. And Blue Rocks now lead at 7-3. Hits that one into right field. Going back on it is Cassar, and that ball is gone. 2-run home run from Drew Mendoza to give the Blue Rocks the lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Welcome back. Here's the Blue Rocks look to close this one out in walk-off fashion after giving up 2 runs in the top of the 9th. I'm Dillon Siddiqi, alongside me, my broadcast partner, Brandon Hurst. And as we do have a pitching change here for the Ironbirds, it's going to be Xavier Moore coming out onto the mound to try to keep this one tied at 2. And this pitching change is brought to you by Diamond State Coins and Currency. So big moment here for the Blue Rocks. Obviously, everyone right now a little disappointed that they gave up that lead after holding on to it the entire game practically, and now being in a situation where, you know, it's tied game and everyone's not too happy at the moment.
Well, it is home field advantage for a reason. The Blue Rocks will have the bottom of the 9th to walk it off, as Dillon was mentioning. And, you know, it is disappointing for the fans, and certainly it'd be even more disappointing if the Blue Rocks ended up losing this ball game, especially in the last home series of the season. This inning, this bottom of the 9th inning, is so important for the Wilmington Blue Rocks. You want to come away with the victory here, build up your series lead 3-1 in this 6-game series. So just a crucial bottom of the 9th inning. But luckily, the Blue Rocks are going to have a good part of the order to get it started.
And take a look real quick before Antuna comes to the plate of what Xavier Moore has done this year as an Ironbird. He's got an ERA of 1 in 12 appearances. He has 3 holds. He's never come in a save opportunity. He's pitched 17 and a thirds inning. He's got 21 strikeouts and 13 walks on the year. And the Blue Rocks' typical walk-off hero, Yasel Antuna, getting this one started here as the middle of the order approaches for the Blue Rocks. Again, tied at 2 here in the bottom of the 9th in Wilmington. First pitch to Antuna inside for ball number 1. I'd love to see a patient at bat here from Antuna and really just kind of work more into making a mistake over the plate if he can.
Yeah, try to get up that count to 2-0, 3-0, possibly 3-1. Get a pitch that you like and potentially drive it for the walk-off.
As 1-1 count to Antuna. Antuna, again, The walk-off here typically for the Blue Rocks. 1-1 count. He fouls that one off. So 1-2 now. Antuna batting .231 on the year. He's got 12 home runs, and we talked about earlier, his power comes from this side of the plate, typically batting from the left-handed side. And I think everyone would love to see Antuna work some magic here for the second night in a row. And the 1-2 takes high for a ball. Count evens out at 2-2 to Antuna. Antuna walked back in the fourth. It was his only time on base in this one. He flew out in both of his other plate appearances. Takes that one again. High fastball out of the zone. So Antuna works the count full, and we said we'd like to see Antuna be patient in this at-bat. He has certainly done so thus far.
We talked about all game how he's been growing across the season as just becoming a better hitter in front of our eyes. Earlier in the season, you might not see Antuna take this 1-2 count into a full count, but now here at the end of the season, he has done so.
And the 3-2 to Antuna. Swung on, sent into shallow right field. No one's going to be there, and that ball's going to get down. Antuna's going to head to second, sliding. In time, he got underneath the tag. I shouldn't say in time because the throw had him beat, but the tag not properly applied there, and Antuna gets the bottom of the ninth inning started with a leadoff double.
And Antuna can consider himself lucky right there. Like Dillon said, that throw beat him. Straight up to the bag, the throw beat him, and the tag was going to be there. But the tag from the shortstop was just a little bit too high as Antuna got his feet right underneath it into the bag. And the reason why that play was so close to begin with is because Antuna was about a quarter of a way towards second base. He hesitated, decided he wanted to almost stay at first, but then was like, nah, I got to get to second base. Fortunately for him, that split decision did not cost them, and now he's in scoring position.
He really should not have taken off for a second on that play unless he knew all the way, but it paid off for him nonetheless. And a leadoff, not only a leadoff base runner, but a leadoff base runner in scoring position, second base. Now, again, the middle of the lineup, a solid bat in Drew Millis, who's batting .318 this season for the Blue Rocks. He's got 20 RBIs. Certainly he would love to make it number 21. And he takes that first pitch for a ball, and now the 1-0 swung on a pitch into dirt. So 1-1 to count now to Millis.
And Millis was looking for his first home run as the Wilmington Blue Rocks, 0 on the season, but a big cut right there was trying to end the game with a swing over the fence.
And what are your thoughts about Millis, like, potentially bunting to move Antuna over to third?
I would absolutely hate it. Your best hitter in the lineup right now, you want to give him some swings, possibly just get a single and end this ball game. No need to have him bunt.
And Millis takes that ball outside for 2-1.
I mean, if you're Millis, you don't want to give up a free out if you're trying to lay a bunt down. So, like I said, want to see him swing away. Talked about all game. He's been the hottest hitter, scorching hot for the Wilmington Blue Rocks.
Millis steps back in and gets ready now for the 2-1 pitch, as you can just sense the excitement here in this Wilmington crowd, as now Millis takes ball number 3. Millis still looking for his first hit of the night. He struck out, lined out, and grounded into a double play, and it would be the perfect opportunity to get on the board. But at the same time, you're in a 3-1 count if you don't see something you like, as they're going to intentionally walk Millis now in the 3-1 count. And personally, on the side of the Ironbirds, I do agree with that decision.
No, that is a great decision. If you're the Ironbirds right there, like we've been saying, Millis is a great hitter, great this series. In a 3-1 count, you don't want to hang a fastball over the inside half of the plate, have Millis drive it, or even just a blooper for a base hit. Put him at first base. Now you set up the double play possibility, triple play possibility with no outs, but that would be crazy.
And the runner at first doesn't matter for the Ironbirds, because if that runner from second comes across, then it's game over. And first pitch swinging, Pratt sends that back. And now the hottest hitter tonight for the Blue Rocks has been Andrew Pratt. He hit a double back in the second. He scored later on in the second inning. He hit a solo shot in the fourth, and he walked in the seventh. So he has been flawless here tonight for the Blue Rocks. And now in an 0-1 count, he's looking for his opportunity to be the walk-off hero. Sends that one foul out of play near the first base line. So Pratt now finds himself in an 0-2 count. And ideally would like to see Pratt just put this ball in play somehow, advance the runners if he can.
Moore, we've seen him in, he's had a couple 2-strike counts, but has been unable to finish these Blue Rocks hitters.
And the 0-2 pitch to Pratt. Swung on, sent into left field. And underneath it will be Dylan Harris. And that's huge because that keeps both runners where they were.
And that's why the intentional walk to Millis is just such a great decision on behalf of the Aberdeen Ironbirds, because you get that fly ball from Pratt right there. You still have runners at second and first, and now you're just a double play away from possibly getting out of this inning and sending it into extras.
At 9:40 p.m. now, it will be Drew Mendoza at the plate with runners at first and second. Double play ball in play. And first pitch outside from Moore. And we've seen him already in this inning. He's kind of struggling to locate the fastball on the outside part of the plate. He just keeps pushing it a little bit into the opposite batter's box. It's now 1-0 to Mendoza, and that one finds its way into his batter's box for ball number 2.
Now Mendoza finds himself in a good count, a 2-0 count. Moore really doesn't have anything else to show besides that fastball, so Mendoza, who is a good fastball hitter, could just sit on a pitch that he likes.
Mendoza looking for his first hit of the night in a 2-0 count here, as Aberdeen fakes. I don't know necessarily if the fake, but Graffinino thought maybe he could have caught Antuna not paying attention at second. Antuna got back in time, and stepping off the mound was Moore to reset. So 2-0 to Mendoza. Fouls that one back. And now he'll go again at 2-1.
Mendoza does have 29 RBIs on the season. He's been a production guy for the Blue Rocks since he's come on over.
2-1 the pitch to Mendoza. High and outside for ball number 3.
And once again, a 3-1 count for Mendoza. Could sit on a pitch he likes. The fans at Daniel S. Frawley Stadium, they're getting hype. Rocky Bluewinkle on the home plate dugout is getting excited as well.
The 3-1 pitch to Mendoza sent foul hot into the Aberdeen dugout. And that was a missile. But couldn't keep it in place. So now Mendoza resets in a full count here. As Moore wants to change out the ball. I think he's getting in his head a little bit.
Maybe he probably wants a good grip on the ball. And big pitch coming here. This could determine the game. So if he wants a new ball, he wants a new ball. Whatever he thinks will make him perform the best. And needs to be at his best right here on a 3-2 pitch.
Mendoza now, the payoff pitch. Chopped foul. Runners were going on that.
And there is a reason why Antuna is a 5-tool prospect. I mean, he also has speed as well. Questionable decision to send the runners with one out, especially when you have a runner in scoring position. A single would most likely score Antuna unless it's a hot line drive to one of the outfielders. So don't really necessarily need him at third, especially with already one out. I could see if it was no outs, you want to get him a third with one out.
See if the Blue Rocks send him again. They will. The 3-2 is hit into right field. Runners will have to retreat back to their bases. And underneath it, Cespedes will get it and fire it back into the infield. So that's almost kind of why it was a questionable decision to send him on 3-2, because I mean, that could have backfired, not necessarily on that play, but a potential double play ball that was unforced. But nonetheless, Mendoza flies out, and 2 outs here now. And you got to admit, this would be a little disappointing for the Blue Rocks if they got the leadoff double and were not able to bring him home. I mean, he has not even advanced from second yet.
It would be really disappointing, but luckily the Blue Rocks do have a great hitter, and Omar Marahildo stepping up to the plate, who already has an RBI here tonight, 42 on the season. He's an RBI guy, and the Blue Rocks need him here.
Yeah, he scored that first run in. He takes a first pitch just high out of the zone for ball number 1. Back in the second inning, he had that RBI single, like you mentioned, to bring Pratt around from second. See if he can do the same with Antuna here. The 1-0 pitch, high again out of the zone, 2-0 now to Marahildo. And Stroshine on deck.
And with 2 outs and Marahildo, being a great hitter, I would love to see him be really aggressive here. Try to end this game as soon as possible.
The 2-0 to Marahildo, swung on deep into center field. Janbrin's going back at the wall. It's gone! 3-run shot, walk-off home run for Omar Marahildo and the Wilmington Blue Rocks. What a way to end it, Brandon.
Marahildo sent that one over the center field wall, and for back-to-back nights now, the Blue Rocks have won in walk-off fashion. What a way to play in your last home game or home series of the season. Marahildo was not going to allow the Blue Rocks to lose that one. He was definitely the hero of tonight's ball game.
Yeah, that's now his 4th RBI of the night and could not come at a bigger time. They got the leadoff double. They weren't able to advance Antuna at all in that inning, and then Omar Marahildo with a deep shot to dead center field to end this one. Left-handed batter Upshaw facing the right-handed pitcher Howe. Bases loaded here and 1 out. Blue Rocks lead at 5-3 here in the bottom of this 6th inning. That one sent down the first base line. It's going to be fair. And 2 runners will come home and score. Upshaw will stand up at second. What a huge at-bat from Upshaw as he brings home Marahildo and Millis. And Blue Rocks now lead at 7-3.
Yeah, well, how about an introduction in the ballgame for Chris Howe, right? First pitch he throws, and Upshaw chops that one just inside the line. Fair ball down the first base line. It skips over the bat and down the right field line. Like you said, 2 runs come around to score in Marahildo and Millis. Aruda moves over to third, so 2 RBI double for Armin Upshaw. Big hit for him, and now the Blue Rocks have really kind of opened it up. It's 7-3, Wilmington in front now. Still only 1 away. 2 guys still in scoring position here for Justin Connell now.
And it was Jackson McGowan. They brought the infield in on that play, and that's a play that you could argue you don't bring the infield shift in like that. He could possibly make that, as it was a pretty slow creeping ball down the first base line. But when you're playing in like that, they're more likely to get by you.
Maybe expecting the bunt from Upshaw, but with the bases loaded, I know a guy like Upshaw has good speed and is a pretty good bunter as well. But, with the bases loaded, a guy who's certainly capable of doing damage, Upshaw picking up his 31st and 32nd RBI on the year. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think you bring the infield in there. I think you just play straight up, and it cost the Hot Rods a couple of runs.
And so now Connell at the plate just swung and missed at a big 75-mile-an-hour curveball. So 0-2 now to Connell. Again, runners on second and third. With only 1 out here in the bottom of this 6th inning. Blue Rocks lead at 7-3. So Connell awaits the 0-2. Takes that for a ball outside. Again, 76 miles an hour. A nice take there from Connell.
Yeah, and even here they've got the right side of the infield kind of playing a few steps off the grasses, as well as the shortstop. So, you got 3 guys playing at a position where a hard hit ball gets through. And it does.
Just like that, back up the middle from Connell. And that'll bring 1 runner home. Upshaw will hold at third, and Aruda will come around to score. This is an explosive inning so far from the Blue Rocks. 4 runs in this inning, 4 runs in the previous inning, and still only 1 out here with runners on the corner after that RBI single from Justin Connell. Still scoreless after 2. Evan Lee looks to continue what's been a dominant start for him so far. He's got 3 strikeouts and has not a lot of base runner yet. Neither squads have.
Yeah, and both Lee and Garcia, both those guys, they've been featuring their breaking balls early on. We've seen Garcia kind of go to the fastball a little bit more than Lee, and certainly Garcia has been putting some mileage on that thing today, Dillon. 94, 95, he's been hitting through the first couple of innings, so his heater looks good. And for Evan Lee, I mean, you look at what he's done through his first couple of innings. He's already got 3 strikeouts, and I mean, the first 6 hitters in this Bowling Green order, this potent Bowling Green order, there hasn't really been a ball, that's been hit extremely hard right at someone or anything. It's been Evan Lee just taking control of at bats and making good pitches. And I talked about the key for him today, Dillon, had to be to limit the mistakes, and certainly through the first 6 outs of the ball game, he has done that. He's been very sharp.
Yeah, he absolutely has. And like you said, it's been the breaking ball that's been working for him. See how much he decides to feature it again here in the top of this 3rd inning, as he's going to be facing Eric Osberg to lead off the inning. Osberg batting .274 on the season. Looks at that first pitch breaking ball again. That one looked to be the changeup, 86 miles an hour for a strike. So 0-1 to count now to Osberg. That fastball gets away from Lee high. So 1-1 to count now. And Lee really moves at a quick pace. So he gets ready again for the 1-1. That pitch high once again gets away from him. That one, changeup. So 2-1 now to Osberg, and the lead off this 3rd inning.
Yeah, and Lee moving quickly. Dillon helps him develop that pace, that rhythm, and so you get to swing and miss there. Certainly when you're in a groove like he is and you're feeling good out there, it just makes it better. When you're in a slump, you might tend to, maybe linger around on the mound there a little bit, or might be looking around for something, or maybe checking your shoes or doing whatever. But I mean, when he's throwing the ball as good as he is right now, getting into that rhythm, staying in that rhythm, like you said, working quickly certainly helps him, and it doesn't give the batter that much time to adjust.
And that pitch was fouled off by Osberg. So now the 2-2. Called a ball. Fastball.
Bit low.
It must have been low because it caught a good part of the plate, but below the knees. So now full count for Osberg. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So another strikeout for Evan Lee. That's going to be another Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield strikeout. Number 4 here, only through 2 in the 3rd inning. Evan Lee is not wasting any time getting to work here.
Yeah, hitting his spots and has a lot of confidence in each one of his pitches. Talked about the breaking ball, that time going to the fastball to get the swing and miss by Osberg. So, yeah, Evan Lee coming out here in a game where the Blue Rots really need to win, to at least end this series on a high note of some sort. Really needs a big performance out of him, and he's been giving it to them so far.
And that pitch inside for a ball after our first pitch fastball goes for a strike. So 1-1 now to Martinez. Batting in the number 8 spot for this Hot Rods team. Swing and sends that one foul down the first base line. So 1-2 now to Martinez.
Yeah, and for Lee individually, Dillon, his last 3 starts kind of define his season as a whole. It's been a roller coaster, up and down. Against Hudson Valley on June 14th, went 6 innings, picked up the win, gave up just 3 hits, didn't allow a run over 6 innings. Then, a couple of starts ago against Brooklyn, only lasted 2 2/3, got hit around.
Is again fouled down the first base line by Martinez. So we'll reset once more at 1-2.
And then last time on Wednesday, pitched 2 innings, gave up a hit through 2, no runs, struck out 2, but was pulled after 2 innings for Alex Troop, who came on in relief of him. So, again, it's kind of been an up and down season for Evan Lee, but again, consistency has got to be the key for him, and so far today he's brought it.
The 1-2 pitch, fastball high, 94 miles an hour. When is the last time we've seen Evan Lee uncork some heat like that?
Well, you like to see that, and Martinez really did take good pitch up and away.
2-2 swing and a miss. It was the breaking ball once again. So strikeout number 5, and that's going to be the 5th Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield strikeout to start this afternoon.
Yeah, Lee. I mean, when you've got both your pitches, Dylan, in that breaking ball as well as that fastball, working at strikeout pitches, you know, the way Lee is today, it keeps the hitters off balance, and Martinez might have been looking fastball, got one at 94 up and away, said, hey, maybe you'll try and get one on the inside corner here, maybe go back to it, but no, fooled him with the breaking ball. And like you said, Lee Pitty had his 5th strikeout already here through 2 2/3.
And now the first pitch to Gigliotti. He faked bunt and pulled it back to take for ball number 1. So 1-0 to Gigliotti. The left-handed center fielder. As Lee drops in a curveball for a strike. So now 1-1. And Lee is not afraid to really go to that curveball early on in the count and attack the zone with it. So now 1-1 to Gigliotti. Swing and a miss on another violent fastball inside. So 1-2 to Gigliotti.
Yeah, lefty, that fastball coming in on your hands. Such a tough pitch to hit. Really well executed that time by Lee.
So now the 1-2 pitch. Inside. Millis tried framing it for the strike. Doesn't get the call. So 2-2 to Gigliotti. It's Lee. Looks on. Gets ready for the pitch. Swing and a miss. The curveball once more. So 3 batters faced, 3 strikeouts for Evan Lee. As this game's still tied, 0-0 heading into the bottom of the 3rd. Blue Rocks looking to put some runs on the board here on Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM.